Welcome to the Wayne State Coaches Show, exclusively on MyWayneNews.com. The Wayne State Coaches Show is brought to you by State National Bank, Pack and Save, Wayne State College.
I'm your cross-country coach, Wayne State College, Marlon Brink. Last week we kind of talked about his previous meet, but this week is a huge meet for him. Saturday they run at University of Minnesota, so we're going to do a little preview of that. So just tell me a little bit about how you guys tend to fare against them, or what you expect to see.
Well, the University of Minnesota meet is probably one of the biggest ones that we'll go to this season. There's going to be about 400 runners in each race. One of the reasons we go there is we'll get a chance to see most of the NSIC conference schools, and so it kind of gives us a chance to see how we maybe will stack up in the conference compared to the other schools in the conference. So from that standpoint, it's a really good meet. It is a very tough course. It'll be the toughest course we'll race on this year. And so from that standpoint, it's kind of a challenging meet for athletes, but they've been training pretty well this week, and I feel like they're ready to go and hopefully have a good race up there.
So tell me a little bit about the course. You said it's a really tough course for them. So what does that consist of for people who maybe don't know about cross country?
Well, it's one of those courses, there's not a lot of flat sections to it. There's a lot of short up and down sections where you go up and down, up a hill and down a hill very quickly. And then you've got some twists and turns in it, and so it's really hard to maintain a good rhythm or a good tempo during the race, and so that makes it a lot more challenging than a course where it's got some long straightaways and not a lot of turns and fairly flat. So from that standpoint, it's a lot tougher course.
And how long is the course?
The men's race is 8,000 meters, and the women's race is 6,000 meters, which is like 3 3/4 miles.
Okay, so who do you think would be the biggest competition there for you guys in a whole?
Well, on the women's side, the University of Mary's got the defending national champion, Lexi Zeiss, and they've also got a top-ranked team nationally. So they'll be the top team, and then also Minnesota Duluth on the women's side also has a pretty good women's team. On the men's side, Augustana University has typically been the top team in the conference. I think they've won the last 7 conference championships in a row, and they'll probably be the top team to try to beat up there. And outside of that, there's some other good teams as well. Minnesota Duluth men's team is also pretty good. Minnesota State Mankato, Minnesota State Moorhead all have good teams as well for the conference.
Hi, this is Matt Lay of State Nebraska Bank, formerly State National Bank. State Nebraska Bank was founded in 1893 and is a full-service bank. We've supported Wayne State athletics and Wayne State for over 100 years. We have both faculty and student accounts and have scholarships for the incoming freshman class of Wayne State each and every year. We want to wish all the Wildcat teams all the success this year and the coaching staff, and we hope to see you at all the Wildcat games. Let's go Cats! State Nebraska Bank, member FDIC.
This week I'm here obviously with head coach Dan McLaughlin. Football team last week, another rough week for you guys. Just kind of again go through step by step with me what you think happened. Rough loss.
Well, we started off poorly. We had a really short kickoff return that buried us in our own end, and we went 3 and out on offense, and we shanked a punt. And so they got the ball on like our 20-yard line just to start the game. There's just no way to start. And I think our kids right now are, confidence is a big issue, and when things start out so poorly like that, things just kind of go in the tank. Now, the defense played well, stopped them, held them to a field goal, so we kind of thought that was a win for us. And but then we just couldn't generate any offense. And the game was pretty tight for a while, and then we threw an interception for a touchdown, and that kind of put it out of reach for us. So it's just been mistakes that we've got to get cleaned up.
So what do you tell the guys after a loss like that?
Well, again, we've got to. It's not, in my opinion, it's not that we're getting beat. We're beating ourselves, and the things that are hurting us are things we can control. If it was an issue where you're just getting pounded and you can't control that, then there's nothing you can do. But that's not the case. We just keep making mistakes that hurt ourselves. I thought defensively we played really well. Cam Montgomery had a fantastic game. We held them to their lowest yardage output of the season, and we did a good job. We just didn't generate any offense, and we turned it over. And when you do that, it's tough to win.
So how do the guys respond this week in practice? I mean, you said confidence is obviously an issue. So how are they responding? Is their confidence building for St. Cloud on Saturday?
Well, we had a good practice last night, and so that's something to build on. We had a good. We didn't get home until 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and and so practicing on Sunday afternoon was a little bit tough because they were basically getting out of bed to come to practice. But we had a really good practice last night, so hopefully we will the rest of the week.
So what do you expect to see from St. Cloud? What's the biggest key to beating them?
Well, they have big people. They're as big a team as we'll play all season. So we've got to handle their physicality and obviously quit shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah. That's probably key to winning any game.
Right.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
When we invite you to be a part of it at Wayne State College, we mean learning from a professor you can call up even after you're in med school, starting your own club, being elected to a leadership role as a freshman, volunteering over spring break, breaking records, influencing the next generation, finding a home away from home. Be a part of it at Wayne State College.
Pack and Save in Wayne is a proud supporter of Wayne State Athletics and host of the Saturday tailgate parties on campus at Memorial Stadium for every home football game. Stop in to check out their outstanding produce, their quality selection of meats, and their top-notch deli with the best fried chicken and salads around.
Pack and Save supports Wayne State Athletics, and we hope to see you at the games this year. Go Pats!
Pack and Save, a proud supporter of Wayne State College Athletics, located on West Highway 35 in Wayne.
Rocky, tell me a little bit about last week, kind of interesting week for you guys. What happened?
Well, Monday we had our meet. We had moved it from Tuesday the previous years to Monday so that we could get more rest for Columbus SCOTUS, which was a Thursday meet. And Monday we ran here, did a fine job, kids ran well. Then we get to Thursday and the rain comes in. And so we try to run Thursday, they postponed, and then Friday they made a makeup day for Friday, and the course in Columbus is out north of town and it's in a pasture. And so they decided too many buses probably get stuck in too muddy conditions, so they decided to cancel. So we're in the mode of lots of training right now.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready for this week, which will be a meet on Friday at Crofton.
At Crofton, so how is Crofton? How do you guys expect to fare against them?
Well, Crofton has a really good team. Their girls' team is very solid. Boys' team traditionally is good too, and we expect to compete hard. It's a tough course. They have a finish uphill, kind of like ours, but even I would say a tougher uphill finish. And a couple years ago they changed it around, had a downhill finish, and that caused a lot of collisions at the finish line. So this course, it's tough. Sounds like it'll be a warm day. It'll be a tough meet, but a lot of good competition. Some of our conference competition, and also South Sioux City, a Class A school, will be there too. So it'll be good competition for us, and then we'll have a short turnaround time and go out to UNK next Monday.
Okay, so you said lots of training this week. What does that consist of for you guys? Like, what is a daily routine for you?
Well, it depends. I mean, we do a lot of hard, easy type practices. Easy days, like yesterday was an easy day, but which really isn't easy. It's long, slow distance. Most of the kids ran between 4 and 5 miles. And then
It's a hard day.
yeah, and then so the day before, on Monday, we ran. It was considered a hard day. We ran 400s on the track. We ran 6 400s with recovery of a 400 jog in between. So they were running those at pretty hot speeds, I call them. Times were pushing them pretty hard. So then recovery day is a long, slow distance. And then today we'll run some more of that interval type workout where they'll run 1,000, an 800, a 600, a 400, and a couple 200s. So it'll be another tough day for them, and then we'll kind of have our pre-meet on Thursday, and Friday we will have our meet. So that's kind of how it all works out. And
How long is the course in Crofton? What's the total distance? For boys or girls, does it vary?
yeah, it used to vary. It used to be 5,000, or it's 5,000 for boys. It used to be 4,000 for girls, and now they've changed it, and it's both 5,000 meters for boys, which is about 3.1 miles. At 5,000 meters for both boys and girls, I should say. It's about 3.1 miles. So it's a tough course.
Yeah, right. Well, it sounds tough.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I'm sure you guys will do good.
Well, we're gonna try.